Traveling with toddlers is not for the faint of heart. We took our first big family trip across the United States from Minnesota to Texas for a family wedding. It was our first flight with our 17-month-old twins, and it honestly went really well. We had a lot of amazing adventures and created a lot of great memories with our sweet boys. Once we made it through TSA, we had a little bit of time to kill before we were boarding our flight, so we were able to find a spot to hang out, and thankfully there was some construction going on that kept the boys very entertained for a while. We made sure we had a snack, got diapers changed before the flight, and we boarded. They make it so easy to travel with children these days, or at least that was our experience. We were able to bring our stroller right down as we walked onto the plane, and we just leave it right at the door at the base right before you get on, and then it's there right when you get off of the plane, and they let us board early. And so that gave us time to find our seats and get settled in. I was a little nervous about their ears popping as we took off, but we did just give them a snack to chew on. They were these little fruit bars that were kind of chewy, and so I hope that helped them just as they swallowed that, just relieve any pressure in their ears, and they didn't get sad about that at all. So that was a really good thing. Tried to give them as many opportunities before we got on the flight for them to walk around, move around, get their wiggles out, because I knew sitting on a plane for 3 hours would be challenging at times. We had a lot of activities, and I think we made it about halfway through the flight before we pulled out our portable DVD players with some Mr. Rogers. By the end of the flight, they were very wiggly and definitely ready for a nap. One of them tried to cuddle up and fall asleep on the other. Didn't go well, and neither of them fell asleep on the plane on the way there. Once we landed in Houston, we traveled to a smaller town outside of Houston and found our Airbnb where we were staying with some of my in-laws, and it was quite a fun and eventful few days. We had 22 of us staying in one Airbnb, and it surprisingly was very comfortable and fit all of us very well. There were 11 children, so it was really fun for the boys to be able to spend more time with their cousins, and 11 adults. So this was just a really great time to be with family, and we had quite a few events that we were going to. This was the groom's dinner evening, which was a lot of fun, and the kids had a lot of fun there. We had a really beautiful time at the wedding, celebrating one of my husband's cousins who got married. My husband was in the wedding, and so it was just a really beautiful celebration of their marriage. Going into this trip, I was very aware that our boys would need opportunities to run and play and be free, knowing that there would be a lot of moments that they were either in their stroller or driving or needing to be held while we are doing various things. And so whenever there were moments that they could run around and play, we took those opportunities and really just enjoyed these sweet moments as a family, as well as sometimes not so sweet moments. But that's just the reality of twins. No matter what one of them has, even if you duplicate it, they want what the other one has, just because they have it. Something I try to be aware of is taking moments to pause and observe the things that my children are doing. And I notice so often that they are drawn and their attention is grabbed by some of the smallest details. And it's important in these moments to not interrupt what they are concentrating on and to just let it run its course if at all possible. Had a ton of fun going to a local park, and the boys got to run around there, and it also had a splash pad next to it, and that was a really fun first experience for them to splash around in the water and just enjoy that new experience. There is something so fun about watching them experience things for the first time. We definitely had a lot of firsts on this trip, this splash pad being one of them. But another first for me was going to a Polish pottery shop. This was very fun and special. I love beautiful things, and this store was full of them. They had a whole wall of coffee mugs, and I found one that I really like. I'm pretty particular with the coffee mugs. It's just got to fit correctly in your hand. But I found one that I love and is so beautiful. This is so fun because my husband is 100% Polish. Both of his parents are Polish. His grandma came here from Poland, and it's really fun to start collecting these pieces. I'm super excited about this salt container as I make sourdough bread. It just seemed so beautiful to have my salt in a special pretty little container on my countertop. So I'm looking forward to adding these pieces to our kitchen. Then we took the day to go to San Antonio, and we went and did the river walk and got some lunch, and we visited the Alamo. So those were things that I had done many years ago when I was in San Antonio on a trip during college, but it was really fun to go back again. Then on the last day before we left, we took a trip to Galveston Beach in Texas, and this was our first time to the ocean with the twins. They loved the waves. They giggled every time they came up and splashed them, and it was just so fun for them to experience this new amazing thing. And I told them that I wanted an ocean by us, but unfortunately there is not one. We had a lot of fun playing in the sand and splashing in the water. It was actually really warm for this time of the year, I thought, and we were able to swim, which was a lot of fun. Well, those are some of our highlights from our family vacation to Texas this year with our twins. I hope you enjoyed this video. We had so much fun, and I'm glad I was able to share it with you. Well, you guys, we made it home safely and are settling back into life at home. If you want to follow along, be sure to hit that subscribe button to see more of our journey raising twins in our Montessori home. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.